So friends, let's see this healthy recipe packed with lots of veggies and made out of whole wheat flour or chapati flour, puri flour. You get this beautiful, crispy, netted, in Marathi we say zaridar, lovely crispy ghavans which are so healthy, and you can enjoy this with some homemade chutney and some ketchup for breakfast, for a light dinner, or even a tiffin recipe. So let's get started with this very easy and simple recipe. So now into a bowl I've added 1 cup of whole wheat flour. Now with 1 cup I got about 10 ghavans. Then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of very fine rava or semolina. So they are medium-sized pancakes or ghavans or dirda. Now I'm going to add this very fine rava. Now if you have medium rava, just grind it in the mixer to a finer consistency. Then I'm going to add some salt to taste, and I'm going to whisk all the dry ingredients well together. Now we're going to add water a little at a time, and we're going to make it into a very runny batter. Similar to a dosa, but little, more runnier than a dosa batter, like you'll see. So I've added approximately 1 cup of water. So this whole wheat flour absorbs water, very slowly. So you have to keep on adding water till you get this lovely runny consistency. And now we're going to cover and rest this batter for at least 15 minutes. Now we have to chop up some veggies. So in that 15 minutes you can chop your veggies. Watch the video till the end because I've shown you how to chop these veggies. So I've chopped up these onions, capsicums, grated some carrot, chili and coriander. So watch the video if you're a learner or a beginner, or you want to see how I've prepped the veggies for this recipe. So it's really healthy because it's packed with so many delicious and colorful vegetables. So here I have 1 cup of carrots. So I've taken 2 medium-sized orange carrots. This is 1 capsicum, small capsicum. I've only used half of it. I've used half of 1 small onion. This is 1 light green chili. Now you can adjust it according to your taste, and about 1 tablespoon of finely chopped coriander. So I've heated just 1 teaspoon of oil in my pan. Once the oil is hot, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Once the mustard seeds begin to splutter, we're going to add half a teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera. Then we're going to add the green chilies and fry the green chilies well. Next, we're going to add half a teaspoon of asafoetida or hing. And we're also going to add the onion. Now fry all of this really well together. Next, I'm going to add the finely chopped capsicum or green bell pepper. Now you don't have to fry the capsicum a lot. We want a little bit of a crunch to it. And then I'm going to add my tomato. Now you can add the vegetables according to your choice. You can add the quantity according to your choice. And I've added the grated carrots. Now I've added more of carrots because it looks colorful and you get a lovely crunch with the carrots. Now don't fry the carrots also very, for a lot, just for half a minute. We want a little bit of a crunchy kind of a vegetable mixture. And now put the flame off and let it cool for at least 5 minutes. So now our mixture batter has rested for 5 minutes. We're going to add the cool down mixture. And now we are also going to add that finely chopped coriander. And now give all of this a real good mix. Now in the meantime, heat your pan. Now I'm using a heavy bottom dosa pan, which I like to use for many type of ghavan or dosa. You can use a non-stick pan as well. So now you can see that the pan is nice and heated. I'm just going to add this batter. You can see how it becomes porous or netted, like in Marathi we say zalidar, and just spread it around. So it becomes into a very thin batter, a very thin pancake. And then you're just going to add some ghee or oil, whatever you like using. I like using clarified butter or ghee. And you're just going to let it cook nicely on a medium to high flame. Once the sides start to brown, you're going to just loosen it up, and then you're going to flip it over and see the beautiful golden brown color that you get. Now we want a very crispy pancake or ghavan or dirda, fry it well on both sides. Let it become very nice and crispy and cooked well on both sides. And then you can transfer it to your serving plate. And in this way, you can make how many ever you want. You can also store the batter in your refrigerator for a day or two. And then just serve this up whenever hunger strikes. And I like to serve it up with some homemade green chutney and some ketchup. I'll leave the recipes for all different types of chutneys, in the description box below. And now you can watch how I chopped up my vegetables. So enjoy this. Here I've taken about 1 cup of thick pohe, which is thick pohe, which is pohe. Then I have 1 medium-sized onion chopped fine. This is 1 small potato chopped fine. 2 green chilies chopped fine, some coriander leaves, some fresh curry leaves, and some lime. Besides that, we also are going to use half a teaspoon each of mustard seeds, haldi powder, hing or asafoetida, and cumin seeds or jeera. So here I've heated about 1.5 tablespoon of oil. Once my oil is hot, I'm going to add my mustard seeds. Once the mustard seeds begin to pop, I'm then going to add my cumin seeds or jeera. Then I'm going to add my curry leaves, fry them a bit. Then go in the green chilies. We're going to fry the green chilies well. Now I've added 2 light green chilies, but you can add 1 if you don't want it very spicy. Then I'm going to add a little bit of asafoetida or hing, followed by turmeric powder or haldi. I'm using light green chilies, so they're not very spicy, but if you don't want it to be even a little bit spicy, then just add 1 light green chili. Now I'm going to add my onions. I've taken 1 medium-sized onion and chopped it fine. And we're going to fry the onions till they're nice and translucent. Next, I'm going to just cover this for a while, for about half a minute or so that our onions get cooked a bit. Give it a small stir. Then I'm going to add my one medium sized potato, which I've washed well, and I've just cut it into fine pieces of cubes like this. Give it a stir so that everything gets mixed well. Now, one tip I'd like to give you here is always keep a spoon holder at the side of your gas stop, so you can keep your spoon over there so that your platform doesn't get stained with the turmeric powder or any other ingredients that you're using. If you don't have a spoon holder, even a regular small quarter plate can also do the job. Okay, so now I have just heated about half a tablespoon of oil because we like to put peanuts in our pohe. Now, many people don't like that, so you can skip this step if you don't like adding fried peanuts to your pohe. So I'm just going to be frying a bit of peanuts because we like that. But like I said, if you don't like the fried peanuts, then just leave this step out completely. So I'm just going to fry some peanuts till they become nice, dark and golden brown, stirring them continuously so that they don't get burnt. Now I'm frying them separately because otherwise the peanuts flavor the oil, and uh, my daughter Ida doesn't like the flavor of that in the oil. So that's why I fry them separately, because I like the peanuts on, garnishing my pohe. So now we're going to check on our potatoes, whether they are cooked. The potatoes, you can just take a spoon and just try breaking one of the potatoes into half and see whether it's cooked. It needs to be cooked. It shouldn't be raw. If it is raw, then again cover your dish and continue cooking till the potatoes get a little bit cooked. Nobody wants to bite into pohe where you have raw potatoes. So I'm going to cover and cook for another 2 minutes or so. Now after 2 minutes, again I'm going to check whether my potato is cooked. Only then can we proceed with the next step. So yes, my potato is finally cooked. It's easily breaking up into half. So now the next step is to add washed pohe. So all I've done is I've just taken the pohe in a colander, just washed it about once or twice, and then just kept it in this colander till all the water drains off. This is a very important step. So those are my fried peanuts, which I've taken out in a bowl. Now we're going to mix the pohe with the rest of the phodni or the bagar very, very well. There shouldn't be any white pohe left. Everything should be nice and yellow and coated with the bagar or the phodni. Now, whenever you go to buy this kind of pohe, you should tell the grocery person that you want to make pohe, because you get two types. One is for chura and one is for this kanda batata pohe or just regular breakfast pohe. They're called rice flakes too. I always use the medium rice flakes for this type of pohe. Now I've just seasoned my pohe with some salt to taste and a pinch of sugar. Again, we're going to mix everything really, really well. Now you can add whatever you like to your pohe. Some people like to add peas or chopped up carrots. I mean, it's everyone's individual preference. Some people like it just plain and simple. So mix everything well together. And again, I'm going to cover and cook it for about a minute or so on a very low flame. Now, after a minute or so, we're just going to give it a mix again. This is such an ideal breakfast item because it gets ready so fast. And that's it, friends. Our pohe is ready. All you need to do is garnish it with some lovely coriander. Mix the coriander well. You can add lots of coriander too. Don't forget to soak your coriander in some water to which salt is added for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then drain the water out and wash your coriander. And now all I'm going to do is my gas is turned off and I'm just going to squeeze in some lime. So another tip over here is always squeeze your lime juice onto the spoon so that if there are any lime pips or seeds, you can just take them off. And then just add the lime juice as per your preference, or if some people don't like a lime juice already added in the pohe, then you can give each person individual pieces of lime so they can add it to their pohe as they like. And now it's all ready to serve. So here you can see I'm serving 2 bowls. To one bowl, I'm going to be adding my fried peanuts, and to the other bowl, I'm just going to garnish it with some fresh coconut. That too is completely optional. Some people like a little bit of coconut too, so you can add that. And your pohe is all ready to enjoy. Friends, today we're going to make a special chana sukka. Now here I have this brown chana. I will leave the instructions of how I sprouted it and how I boiled it in the description box below and the comment section below. It's very simple. What the chana looks like. It's a brown chana that you get. This is the raw form. Here I have half a teaspoon of cumin or jeera powder, 1 tablespoon of coriander or dhania powder. This is 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, 1 teaspoon of haldi or turmeric powder. This is some fresh coconut, about 2 tablespoons. This is 1 tablespoon of jaggery or ghul. This is about 6 cloves of garlic crushed. This is some tamarind pulp. I will leave in the instructions in the description box as to how I got this pulp. This is some salt to taste. I use Himalayan pink salt. This is some mustard seeds. We're going to use about 1 teaspoon, and some fresh curry leaves, about 5 to 6. So let's start this recipe. So here I have a pan heating. I'm going to take about 2 teaspoons of oil. Let the oil heat up. Our oil is hot. I'm going to add the mustard seeds, and we are going to wait for the mustard seeds to splutter. Once the mustard seeds start to splutter, I'm going to throw in the fresh curry leaves and the coarsely ground garlic. And we're just going to fry this on a low to medium heat till the rawness of the garlic goes away and it becomes a little golden brown in color. Now I'm going to throw in this chana. We're going to mix it all in. Let's add all the spice powders. So first I'm going to add the cumin, the dhania or the coriander, the chili powder. First I'm adding just a little. If I find that I need to add a little more, I will. Some haldi powder. Give it a good mix. I'm adding a little bit of Kashmiri red chili powder just for the color. I did not mention it in the ingredients. Mix it in well. Next goes in some salt. Again add little salt first and then add more salt. Mix everything. Now we're going to cover and cook this for about a minute on a low flame. After half a minute of cooking or 1 minute of cooking, we're just going to open this, mix it in well. Now I'm going to add the ghul or the jaggery. This is little about sweet, sour, tangy. So let this get nicely mixed up till the ghul or the jaggery melts. And I'm going to add this tamarind juice. And now we're going to cover and cook this till the tamarind juice gets absorbed by the chana. So on a low to medium flame, cover and cook for 3 minutes. Just mix it once or twice in the middle. And now I'm going to add some coconut so that the coconut also absorbs all the goodness of the ingredients. Just mix it in well. And now you have to wait till it all dries up and becomes into a sukka. Minutes of cooking it. Our chana sukka is all ready. It tastes amazing. You can have it plain or you can have it with some chapatis, puris or rice. So let's serve it up. Our lovely chana sukha is all ready.
well as today's video. And if you would like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Also, by clicking the thumbs up icon. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of Akshata's Recipes. Once you have subscribed, there is a small little bell icon that will pop up, so just click on that. That way, whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you get a message for the same. So on that note, I'll say bye and I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata saying bye, take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be kind and loving to one another. So till we meet again, bye.